Hello, it's very early morning, 12:53 Central Standard Time, and I've decided that I do a lot of videos on the weather. And this is a link which I'll have below on the North American Weather Modification Council. And links below so you can read about it if you want, or you can look at any of my other videos. And I've decided that what I'd rather do is talk to you about something that has been life-changing for me. And that is Seth. Seth is something that I ran across when I was about 16, and right now I'm 60. I was in the library and I found this book, Seth Speaks, The Eternal Validity of the Soul by Jane Roberts. I believe, though, when I got the book at the library that it actually looked like this. And, of course, to a 16-year-old, that's very appealing. So back to this site that is the Seth Learning Center. Who is Seth? Seth is the internationally acclaimed spiritual teacher who spoke through author Jane Roberts while she was in a trance, coined the phrase, "You create your own reality." Seth's empowering message literally launched the New Age movement. And here, this is something from Seth's audio collection. Your beliefs form reality, your individual beliefs and your joint beliefs. Now, the intensity of a belief is extremely important. And if you believe, in very simple terms, that people mean well and will treat you kindly, they will. And if you believe that the world is against you, then so it will be in your experience. And if you believe that you will begin to deteriorate at 22, then so you shall. And if you believe that you are poor, you always and always will be, then so your experience will prove to you. Your beliefs meet you in the face when you look in the mirror. They form your image. You cannot escape your beliefs. They are, however, the method by which you create your experience. It is important that you here realize that you are not at the mercy of the unexplainable, and that you are not at the mercy of events over which you have no control, whether those events are psychological events or physical ones in your terms. As I have told you, there is little difference if you believe that your present life is caused by incidents in your early infancy or by past lives over which equally you feel you have no control. Your events, your lives, your experiences are caused by your present beliefs. Change your beliefs and your life changes. That's very, very powerful. And this website has a lot of information in here. If you have any questions like this, illness, suffering, God, religion, eternal soul, on religion and God and all that is, Seth. For you, find all that is through the understanding, the joy, the compassion, and the experience of your own individuality. You are a portion of what God is, and that God wants to be you. And then you can just click on this and you can listen to the audio clip for free, or the audio clip with any of these. And of course, they're trying to sell you things on here, but there's a lot of information you can get for free. And like I said, I got the book at the library. I'm sure it's still at the library, along with online. But if you're interested at all in changing your life and changing yourself to things that you like, that make you feel good and happy, I would suggest that book. On here I have a link that is the full text of Jane Roberts' Seth Speaks PDF. So everything is here for free if you can't find the book at the library, or if you want to just read it right now. Here we go. Names are not important, however. My name is Seth. Names are simply designations, symbols, and yet, since you must use them, I shall also. I write this book with the cooperation of Rupert, who speaks the words for me. Rupert is Jane. In this life, Rupert is called Jane, and her husband, Robert Butts, takes down the words that Jane speaks. I call him Joseph. My readers may suppose that they are physical creatures, bound within physical bodies, imprisoned within bone, flesh, and skin. If you believe that your existence is dependent on this corporeal image, then you feel in danger of extinction, for no physical form lasts, and no body, however beautiful in youth, retains the same vigor and enchantment in old age. If you identify with your own youth, or beauty, or intellect, or accomplishments, then there is the constant gnawing knowledge that these attributes can and will vanish. I am writing this book to assure you that this is not the case. Basically, you are no more of a physical being than I am, and I have doned and discarded more bodies than I care to tell. Personalities who do not exist do not write books. I am quite independent of a physical image, and so are you. Consciousness creates form. It is not the other way around. All personalities are not physical. It is only because you are so busily concerned with daily matters that you do not realize that there is a portion of you that there is a portion of you who knows that its own powers are far superior to those shown by the ordinary self. You have each lived other existences, and that knowledge is within you, though you are not consciously aware of it. I hope this book will serve to release the deeply intuitive self within each of my readers, and to bring to the foreground of consciousness whatever particular insights will serve you most. And this was written in 1970. So I'm going to go to something else. Now, more recently, along the same subject, is The Secret. It is a book, movies, and they have other products. This is the official website for The Secret. It's a really great movie. It's done really well, and you can stop it along any time and just kind of take in what they're saying on the movie. It's not like a movie of like where there's a plot. It has a lot of different people speaking, and you can take in some of it and then come back to it, and you're not really missing anything like you would a movie with a plot in general. This is an interesting website, but I watched The Secret on Netflix. I have a Netflix subscription, so then technically I watched it for free, but I didn't because I'm paying for Netflix. And the author of The Secret is Rhonda Byrne. You can sign up on this website, and you can get practical inspirations from Rhonda Byrne and uplifting stories from real people just like you. Now this is, I clicked the home on The Secret website and got to here. Never let a day pass without looking for the good, praising and appreciating, blessing and being grateful. The reason for that is it makes you feel good, for one thing. And the other thing is that if we pull things to us by what we think, which is what both of these ideas are about, then being grateful will pull more things towards us that will help us feel grateful. And yes, funny as that was my grandson in the background. On here it says watch The Secret, and when you click on it, I'll show you where it goes. So you can watch it here in VMO for $2.99. So you can watch the trailer, and you can rent it, or you can buy it. I know that they had it in many libraries for free if you don't have the money. I do think that a person that puts together something, a movie or a book, that it's perfectly fine to give them money. But I also believe that this is worth watching, and so any way that you can get it for free is also good. And you know, what comes around goes around, and hopefully you'll end up sharing it with other people, and other people will feel good and happy, and the person that wrote this will end up receiving some of that in one way or another also. Now down here a little farther it says, "The secret, it has been passed through the ages, traveling through centuries to reach you. This is the secret to everything. Joy, health, money, relationships, love, happiness, everything you have ever wanted. In this astonishing film are all the resources you need to understand and live the secret. For the first time in history, leading scientists, authors, and philosophers will reveal the secret, a secret that utterly transformed the lives of those who lived it. Plato, Newton, Carnegie, Beethoven, Shakespeare, Einstein, and now you will know the secret, and it can change your life forever." And yes, I do believe that if you follow some of this, it will. But again, most of what was said in here is also said in Seth Speaks. This is presented in a little bit more of an interesting way because they have a lot of different people speaking on there. But it's the same information. And actually, Seth Speaks has a lot more information about a lot more stuff. Now I'm just going to end this with a little quote from Seth. "If you want to know what you think of yourself, then ask yourself what you think of others, and you will find the answer." Seth, The Nature of Personal Reality. I'm grateful for you, and I'm here at your service. See you next time. Let me know if you like the switch to something a little more empowering and feel good than what I was doing. Bye-bye.